In the last episode, we covered the earnings test, the rule that withholds Social Security checks when you earn above the annual limit before full retirement age. A lot of people hear that and feel defeated. Today, I want to flip that entirely.
Because there is a mechanism that most Social Security recipients have never heard of. It is called the adjustment of the reduction factor, the ARF. And the short version is this: the money withheld by the earnings test is not gone. It comes back.
Building on what Lewis said, when you hit full retirement age, SSA runs an automatic recalculation. Every month that your benefit was completely withheld because of the earnings test gets credited back to you as a permanently higher monthly check. No application, no form, no phone call.
SSA's own literature barely mentions this. There is no mailer that arrives at your door saying, "By the way, your check is going up because of withheld months." Most retirees just notice a higher check one month and assume SSA figured something out.
Which is fascinating from a system design perspective. SSA built this correction mechanism and so the earnings test is not a permanent penalty. But they built it so quietly that almost nobody uses it as a planning tool.
That changes today. We are going to walk through exactly how ARF works, what the mechanics are, show you the dollar math, explain how it differs from delayed retirement credits, and tell you why you probably will not notice it on your own unless you are looking for it. Stay through Scene 6. Quick intros before we jump in.
River here. The bigger picture on this is what got me excited.
Bella here. This one surprised me. I think it will surprise you too.
Hello, I'm George. This one brings back memories for me.
Liam here. I thought I already knew this. I was wrong.
Great team. Let us get into it.
Let us understand what the ARF is actually adjusting. When you claim Social Security early, before full retirement age, your benefit is permanently reduced by a fraction for every month you claimed early. That is your reduction factor.
If you claimed at 60, with a full retirement age of 67, you claimed 60 months early. Each of those months carries a reduction, resulting in a benefit of about 70% of your primary insurance amount.
Now here is what ARF does. When the earnings test completely withholds a month's check because you earned too much that year, that month is removed from the reduction factor calculation. It is treated as though you never filed for that month.
Fewer months counted as claimed early means a smaller total reduction. A smaller reduction means a higher monthly benefit, and because that benefit change happens at your full retirement age, it is permanent for the rest of your life.
SSA runs this calculation automatically at your FRA. They look at how many months were completely withheld since you filed, strip those months out of the early filing reduction formula, and recalculate your ongoing monthly check upward.
The key phrase is completely withheld. Months where only part of your check was withheld because your earnings were just slightly over the limit may be treated differently under the POMS rules. Complete withholdings get full credit. Partial withholdings have a more complex treatment.
Let me walk through the mechanics step by step. You file for Social Security early. SSA notes your original reduction factor, the number of months you claimed before full retirement age.
During the months the earnings test is active, SSA withholds your checks when your reported or projected earnings exceed the annual limit. Each withheld month is flagged in your file as an earnings test withholding month.
At full retirement age, SA pulls your actual IRS wage data and self-employment data. They confirm which months were completely withheld due to the earnings test. Those months are then marked as unfiled months.
Unfiled months are subtracted from the total count of early filing months in your reduction factor. The result is a revised, smaller reduction. SSA then recalculates your monthly benefit using the revised factor and adjusts your payment going forward.
The entire process is automatic. You do not call SSA, you do not fill out a form. You do not request anything.
SSA just runs the recalculation and starts paying the higher amount. For most recipients, it shows up within a few months of reaching full retirement age. George, in your experience, do retirees usually realize this bump happened?
Rarely. They often notice the check is slightly higher, but attribute it to a COLA adjustment or some administrative fix. Very few know it was the ARF working as designed, which is part of why we are spending a full episode on it.
Let us put some real numbers on this. Stick with me here because this is where the ARF goes from abstract to concrete. Suppose your primary insurance amount is $2,000 a month and you claimed at 60 months early with FRA of 67.
At 62, your benefit is reduced to 70% of your primary insurance amount. That is $1,400 a month. That is your pre-ARF benefit.
Now suppose you worked for 2 years after claiming, earned above the annual limit, and SSA completely withheld 12 months of checks during that period. At full retirement age, those 12 months get removed from the 60-month early filing count.
Instead of being penalized for 60 months early, you are now only penalized for 48 months early. The reduction factor shrinks. The resulting benefit is roughly 73.8% of your primary insurance amount rather than 70%.
Applied to the $2,000 primary insurance amount, your monthly benefit goes from $1,400 to approximately $1,476. That is an extra $76 a month, every month, for the rest of your life.
$76 a month sounds modest, but over a 20-year retirement, that is over $18,000 in total additional lifetime income. And the adjustment is larger if more months were withheld, or if your primary insurance amount is higher.
River, is there a scenario where someone gets a really dramatic ARF bump?
Yes, if someone claimed at 62, earned significantly above the limit for 4 or 5 consecutive years, and had 36 to 40 months of complete withholdings, the ARF bump can be hundreds of dollars per month. The mechanism is the same, just applied to many more unfiled months.
Here is a question that comes up frequently. What is the difference between ARF and delayed retirement credits? They both increase your benefit, but they operate completely differently.
ARF fixes the past. It corrects the reduction factor that was applied when you claimed early by subtracting months that were withheld by the earnings test. It is a correction, not a reward for waiting.
Delayed retirement credits are a reward for the future. If you suspend your benefits at full retirement age and wait to restart them, you earn 8% per year in additional credits for every year you delay, up to age 70. These are purely voluntary credits earned by not claiming.
ARF happens at full retirement age whether you asked for it or not. Delayed retirement credits only happen if you suspend after FRA and actively wait. Two completely separate mechanisms, but they both push the same monthly number upward.
And they can compound. Someone who claimed early had a lot of months withheld by the earnings test, gets an ARF adjustment FRA, and then also suspends to earn some additional delayed retirement credits, could end up with a substantially higher check than they had even anticipated when they first filed.
That is worth repeating. Claiming early, having earnings test withholdings, and then having the ARF correct for those withholdings can turn what felt like a costly early claim decision into something much closer to a delayed claim outcome.
Not identical, but meaningfully closer. The earnings test really is a forced delay mechanism in disguise.
Let us close with the practical reality of what the ARF experience looks like for most retirees. The adjustment happens quietly. SSA does not send a letter that says, "We ran your ARF recalculation, here is the math, your new benefit is X."
Most retirees simply notice that their check amount changed. Some assume it is the annual cost of living adjustment. Some assume it is a Medicare premium change. Very few connect it to the earnings test withholdings from years earlier.
If you know the ARF is coming, because you had earnings test withholdings, you can verify the adjustment happened by logging into your My Social Security account at SSA.gov and checking your benefit history. The new amount should reflect the correction.
If the bump seems smaller than you expected based on the number of withheld months, call SSA directly. The calculation is automatic, but not infallible. Occasionally, there are data discrepancies between what SSA has on file and what the IRS transmitted.
The anchor for today is simple and worth holding on to. Benefits withheld by the earnings test are not permanently lost. The ARF recalculation at full retirement age returns them as a higher monthly payment that you will collect for the rest of your life.
Which means the earnings test, for someone who keeps working and earning above the limit, functions less like a tax and more like a forced savings account. You are not losing those benefits, you are deferring them.
And that reframe changes how you should think about working while collecting. It is not necessarily the financially disastrous decision it sometimes gets labeled as. It depends on your full picture.
Drop it in the comments. Did you know about the ARF before today? If you have had an ARF adjustment happen to you, we would love to hear about it.
Okay, it is quiz time. Let's find out what stuck. Think through each question carefully before you answer.
If this is clicking for you, smash that like button and hit subscribe. It keeps this series alive.
What does the Social Security Adjustment of the Reduction Factor, or ARF, do at full retirement age? The correct answer is B. It removes months that were completely withheld by the earnings test from the early filing reduction calculation, permanently increasing the monthly benefit.
What action does a Social Security recipient need to take to trigger the ARF recalculation at full retirement age? The correct answer is A. No action is required. The recalculation happens automatically when SSA processes IRS earnings data at the recipient's full retirement age.
What is the key difference between the ARF recalculation and delayed retirement credits? The correct answer is B. ARF corrects past withholdings by removing withheld months from the early filing reduction. Delayed retirement credits reward voluntarily waiting past full retirement age at 8% per year.
Well done on those questions. Let us land the key points. The ARF recalculation runs automatically at full retirement age. It credits withheld months from the earnings test back to your record, shrinking your early filing reduction and permanently raising your monthly check.
This is not the same as delayed retirement credits, which reward you for voluntarily waiting past FRA. ARF is a correction. Delayed credits are a bonus. Both push the number up.
Most retirees never notice this adjustment. Now you know to look for it and how to verify it happened correctly in your My Social Security account.
Coming up in the next block of this series, we are moving into spousal and survivor territory in a deeper way. Episode 29 covers the 50% spousal rule for married couples in detail. Do not miss it.
If this series is helping you build a real picture of how Social Security works, subscribe so you get the full roadmap. There is a lot more to cover.
This is Professor Erica, signing off. The system is more complex than SSA makes it look. Your job is to understand it. That is exactly what we are building here.